Last night, Commissioner Khumalo delivered a chilling warning to Julius Mkhwanazi, saying that there would be serious consequences for people who lied under oath.
There are consequences when people come to this commission and they don't tell the truth. So I just want you to be aware of that.
And you are saying it for the second time, Commissioner? Yes.
Additionally, I think those consequences would continue to those who have fabricated documents or evidence and presented them in front of the Madlanga Commission, because I'm going to get into it and it is wild. Now we are continuing with Julius Mkhwanazi's testimony. It is not done, although he is off the stand. He had to stand down because, he was simply just circling around every single answer. And the commissioners had to pull answers out of him, like a dentist slowly extracting teeth with excruciating pain. And Julius wasn't the only one who was in pain. I was in pain just watching it. I need 3 or 4 grandpa headache tablets to deal with his testimony. But here we are, and I think I've managed to summarize it in a way that is more palatable for everyone else. So remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Now, we got to start with this email. So this email that Chief Mapie sent to Julius Mkhwanazi. Now, this email is important because it was sent a few days after the Ekurhuleni city address, state of the city address. And remember, in his testimony, Chief Mapie, he came before everyone and he said that he was concerned because he is the chief of the EMPD and he saw security at this event that he didn't recognize. And when he asked people about it, they're like, go talk to Julius. Julius knows who they're from. And we later found out that these were Cat's men from Cat VIP. And Chief Mapie didn't know anything about it, and he was concerned. So what he did is that he raised this in an email a few days after the event. Now, this email was presented to Julius Mkhwanazi, and it was sent to him. And he says that basically it is a forgery, that there's no ways that that could be legit. He'd have to check with his PA. There was a lot of running around the bush, denying the questions. And I'm going to give one tip. If you want to get a straight answer out of someone, use it with your husbands and your wives and your children. Instead of, did you get this email? Do you deny receiving this email? Yes or no? Much more simpler way to extract an answer. I mean, it would have saved all of us a lot of time, although I do like some of the other lines of questioning that were asked. But Julius Mkhwanazi, I get the impression that he feels like a man who thinks that he can talk himself out of any situation. I mean, there's a reason why he is so bombastic. There is a reason why he appeared before the commission without an attorney, because in his mind, he thought that he was going to be able to talk his way out. But I think instead he has talked his way straight to jail, in my own opinion. Now, this email is important because this refutes the operational plan. Remember that operational plan that Julius submitted before the commission yesterday, the one that was full of typos, the pages weren't aligning, there was like page numbers, there wasn't like 1, 2, 3, it was 3, 7, 2, all sorts of weird things. There was spelling mistakes. It didn't look as though it had been written by anyone professionally. Well, that operational plan is the one that Julius says was the correct one. The one that his arch enemy, Revo Spies, presented was the fake one.
Services, yes. Say in this commission and in members of public of this country, Deputy Chief of Police, Revo Spies, presented a forged plan that he forged and presented to this commission. I'm going to present the real operational plan that I gave to him when I was instructed to give him that plan.
I accept that.
Yes, I'm going to do it.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, all I sought to do was to obtain from you the name of the person you say forged the document. Yes. That was all.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Humble apologies. Yes.
And that is his testimony. And I put it to you that if this email, and that is what the commissioners did, that if that email sent from IP is correct, then in fact, Revo Spies' operational plan would be the plan that is the correct one, not Julius Mkhwanazi's one, because they're speaking about the security. The contention here is the presence of the security. And that is when things got wild, because if he indeed did fabricate this document, I mean, that is an extra charge for submitting false evidence. I mean, I think he's going to be sharing a cell with his mate, his blood brother, pretty soon, in my own opinion. Then we went back onto the blue lights saga, and this is the letter with Cat VIP, the one that is unsigned. And we also know that there is no proof that these vehicles belonged to Cat. I'll see if I can put it up for you on the screen. It's just basically a letter. And these vehicles, we know that they were fitted with blue lights. I don't know how they got blue lights, maybe magically, but Julius Mkhwanazi certainly doesn't know how they got blue lights. He denies that he told one of his junior officers to fit them with blue lights, despite the junior officer's testimony. And he denies knowing that these were vehicles, owned by Cat and used by Cat. He was like, that was all over the socials. It's got nothing to do with me. So how did Cat manage to get these vehicles registered when the memorandum of agreement was never agreed on? Remember, according to Julius Mkhwanazi's own testimony, he sent it up to Christine sent it up to Revo Spies, and then Revo Spies, big bad old Revo Spies, came down and shut the whole thing down. And somehow the vehicle still magically got blue lights. And let me tell you, Julius tried his best to distance himself, and he was in flat denial, because I think he realizes, because earlier they got him to admit that a private citizen driving around in blue lights would be illegal, and they got him to admit that the consequences should be for them to be arrested. And pressed again, he doubled down on his denial, and he said, I don't know anything about the sirens. If police see a private person with sirens, they should arrest them. And then he mistakenly called Madlanga Matlala, which I thought was pretty funny. But it brought a moment of laughter to the very tense atmosphere of the room. And under increasing pressure, Julius Mkhwanazi became visibly emotional, and he said, I cannot leave my kids to go to jail.
I can't agree to leave my kids and go to jail for something that I didn't do. I didn't put blue lights. I must say,
Well, you should have thought about that before all of this started out, in my own personal opinion. And like I said, the lies just kept on flowing, because now we got to talk about the money. So he was asked a straight question: did he receive money from the Cat? And then he said no. And then he goes, okay, maybe there was some petrol money, some dinner money, lunches. We became close. He even claims, I think the Cat borrowed money from him and helped him with food payments and funeral costs for some of his siblings who had passed away. Condolences to him. It's never nice to lose a family member. But what we do know is that there are vast amounts of money that can be traced showing into his account from companies that are associated with Cat. We know he has all these companies. I've got a list of them. I'll put them up somewhere. And some of these companies have even been implemented in Tembisa. So this is our money that was being used to pay Julius for whatever services he was rendering. I'm not too sure what. Van Wyk, remember Mike Van Wyk from Medicare 24? Julius says that he was never paid by him either, and that he was going to help with school fees.
Because I lost 3 siblings there. I'm the one who's working. They were not working. There was where he came and assisted with money to buy meat for that funeral, and he assisted and even attended the funeral. He supported me. He was there.
Thank you. I take it when you say money for petrol, you gave examples of 500 rand, 1,000 there. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, I spoke about the funeral even now. He assisted.
Okay, now
yes,
and the assistance for the funeral, what levels have we reached then? How much? Guesswork, I won't hold you strictly to a number.
In terms of levels, I don't understand. How much?
From 500, 1,000 for petrol, the funeral.
It was thousands.
How many?
I'm not sure, commissioners,
When was
But
it?
Around 2020, I was suspended 2023, around it's 2023, 2022 there. I don't remember, but I lost, it was a period of, but it was within a year, 6 months, I lost siblings like this, yes.
So it was following your suspension or before your suspension? I'm trying to find a time slot.
Before and after.
Before and after.
Yes, I lost siblings there.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And if I suggested to you that in 2022 you received varying amounts, at times 20,000 at one go, 30,000 at one go, would you have a challenge?
No, not varying amounts. I think it was once. The other ones, it was food and not money. No.
I'm going to...
Let's say it may be 20 or 50 there, yeah. He assisted me there. I don't want to lie. I was able to bury one of my siblings.
Now, and Mr. Van Wyk, has he ever lent you money, given you money?
No, with Van Wyk, I raised the frustrations of kids.
No, has he?
Yeah, no, he has never. No, Mike has never given me money.
Has he ever assisted you financially in any manner whatsoever?
No, with Mike, we were talking about, he was having a friend. He said, we were discussing about frustrations of me paying school fees and what. He said, no, man, I've got a guy that can assist you, if I remember. I've got a guy he does sponsors. He does.
Sorry.
Let me wait.
We were... You
Now we're going to talk about the body. He is accused of coming to a crime scene where his EMPD members had allegedly teed someone. I can't say the full word for YouTube, but they had roughed him up to the point of no return. And he had passed on, this robbery suspect. And when Julius Mkhwanazi came to the crime scene, witness D testified that Julius Mkhwanazi told them to dump the body in a mine shaft or a dam. How many mine shafts? How many bodies are in mine shafts? How many bodies are in dams? Yes, this person was committing a crime, but they did not deserve to be teed to death. They deserved to be subjected to our legal system. There is a body out there whose family doesn't know what happened to them. And Julius denies this. He says that he was phoned at 2 a.m. in the morning and he just went to the crime scene for 5 minutes. And when pressed about this, because remember in his early testimony, he said that he went to the crime scene in order to celebrate the recovery of stolen goods. Well, this has changed now. He went there and then he told the one guy, he told him they're wasting his time because he didn't see any recovered stolen goods. And this one person, this Jaco Hanekom, told him to come through because we've had success. And when asked why he would go at 2 a.m. just to go and celebrate his success, and then Julius says that, oh no, Jaco's like that. He never sleeps. He's up at 2 a.m. all the time.
That day, I can't specify a date because I don't. Around 3 or to 3 a.m., I received a call from Jaco. I forgot the name, but Jaco, Kobas. No, Jaco, it's not a Kokobas. No, I received a call saying, Dona, where are you? Jaco is not an officer, he's one of the informers. So he's very accurate in terms of information. I know that when we got information from Jaco, there's something tangible that we are going to get. Dona, we've got...
Commissioner, is that Hanekom?
Oh, yes. May I write it? Yes, I received. You see, we've got success. No. Stolen goods is correct when you talk about goods. You see, say Jaco, where are you? No, come Dona, Brakpan. You see, it was around 2-3 a.m. You see, then I woke up. You see, but I was skeptical because I had 15 missed calls. You see, but I said, but Jaco, I know when he gives information, it's accurate. Then I went there. When I went there, we communicated, Jaco, I don't know the place because he spoke about the plots in Brakpan, you see. Then I off-ramped it N17. There's an informal settlement. I forgot its name. But when immediately off-ramped, before the plots, then in that era, I saw he was driving a red car. It's a small car, but it's private car, I know it, you see. Then he escorted me. When we entered towards the plot, it was dark. It's the plots. It's not gravel. It's gravel road. It's not tarred, you see. But when I entered, there were many cars. There were cars, marked cars, security cars. You see, could see that it's a big operation, you see. Then I entered, you see. But that time he was driving in front. Then he stopped next to the gate. Me, they stopped. After that, they jumped to me. I said, Nduna, I went on. I said, okay, yes, but what is happening here? This is an operation. You see. Who's operation? No, don't worry. Then I moved towards the gate. Towards the gate, he waited next to me. Jaco, he said there are successes. Let's see success. Because the truck, so the area is dark, but there was a light that is lighting direct to the truck. And the truck was empty. I think the truck is the truck that is having blue plastics cover, but all of them, they were opened. The truck was facing direction north. I was in direction south, like standing like this, like when I'm looking at the commissioner, when I'm looking at the madam, you see. I said, and it was, people were moving. Some with uniform, markers. They are no good. Say, what's happening, Jaco? No, and, to put it, there were some moving, some standing in groups. Yeah? Then on that gate, he said, Jaco, where is the stock? You see. Started talking, Jaco, where is the stock? You see. No, bring me. I said, must bring media. Where is the stock? No, he was not clear. You see. It was a discussion of 3 to 5 minutes. You see. I said, okay, I'm wasting my time. Because I suspected, in that time, he was good into information. But I started to hear stories of extortion, stories of coming there. You will go with officers. After officers left, you'll go and collect money. Just to put terror to people that, hey, I'm going to arrest you with my people and what. But his information is accurate, you see. But on top of that, he did, because he was not working, he did his own thing using officers. He will work with all officers of Kuruleni. You see, he was having many teams, you see. Then I moved towards the car. I said, you are playing with me, you see. But I suspected something. I drove, made a turn, and it was maybe 4 or 5 houses. When we enter, it's like, can I put it, for example? It's the corner, it's 4 or 5 houses. We came to this direction, it's correct. Then we turned right. It's 4 or 5 houses there. You see, I stood there. He came with the car. I said,
sorry, Commissioner. I don't know if that's being captured.
Now, Jaco Hanekom is someone who cannot defend himself or provide his side of the story because he is no longer with us. He is a whistleblower. I'm going to add him to the whistleblower list. He was essentially shot after reporting cable theft. Remember that cable theft that was allegedly occurring among EMPD officers? It was caught on CCTV, and he reported it. And the day that those officers were granted bail, he was killed. He was assassinated. So it's convenient that he is blaming Jaco Hanekom for false information. And basically, Jaco is no longer here to defend himself. And this is a common theme that we see. Now, we are not done. We are not done with Julius Mkhwanazi. He is going to appear again. He has until Monday to file a corrected affidavit and a supplemental affidavit. And we got to talk a little bit about who is lying. So someone is lying here. And if we have to believe Julius Mkhwanazi, then Revo Spies is lying. The person who testified that Julius told them to install the blue lights in the cars is lying. Colonel Tepe is lying. Chief Mapie is lying. All of those people are lying. Or perhaps Julius Mkhwanazi is lying. Which one sounds more credible? Now, I will be covering Sensor Mkhunu later. I will be dropping another video today. And let me tell you, Sensor Mkhunu has been watching YouTube. He has been answering all of our questions. And we are going to get into it because I am going to be talking about some other stuff that has come up. And things are going to get wild. Now, remember to like and subscribe and to watch your back and watch your six because it is dangerous out there.